Hi everybody, please give me a moment while I connect to Facebook. We'll be getting started shortly. And we should be live on Facebook. Hi everybody, how's it going? Hope you are doing well. I'm Sami with T3 Live. Welcome to the weekly strategic swing trader broadcast. We're going to be talking about the market. We'll be also going over some swing ideas, but before we start, as always, a standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss in this video is for educational purposes only. If you're new to our channel, please be sure to download my free ebook. Link for that is in the description below. If you have any questions, leave a comment or reach out to our customer service, info@t3live.com. And if you find benefit in today's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. So we're going to start off by going over the market, and we'll go over the swing ideas that I have for you for tomorrow, for Monday. Usually I do this video on Sunday morning, but I got something going tomorrow morning, so that's why I'm doing it today. All right, so here we go. The market bottomed. I said it within like 15-20 minutes of when the market actually bottomed. I could just feel it right away. We've had quite a run up now, so this shouldn't get taken out at all. If it does, then I would know. It means I know nothing about technical analysis. No, that's not what it means. It means there's something seriously wrong with the market. But this should have been the bottom, should be the bottom going forward, which means the bias is going to be bullish. Now that doesn't mean we can't come in a little bit, and who knows, we might, but eventually we should be higher. Okay, so my overall bias going forward is going to be bullish. Okay, so the focus is going to be on the longs, not the shorts. The SPY is almost at the all-time high, and we saw the IWM on Friday jump up 2.5%, playing catch up with the Qs and the SPY. It's in an uptrend on the weekly, in an uptrend on the monthly. Eventually it'll pop. When will it pop? Your guess would be really as good as mine. Truly, I don't know. It's actually moved up quite a lot. One more day and it will be deep into resistance, at which point I'd expect some kind of a pullback probably. In terms of swing ideas, I got a bunch of 1, 2, 3 setups that are good, but my concern would be that the market is up a lot, and a 1, 2, 3 setup might, it would be nice if we can get another doji bar, 2 doji bars or so. A 1, 2, 3 setup might, get us triggered in if we get a pop, and then come right back down if we get a pullback. So that's the only issue with some of these setups. But the 1, 2, 3 is when you have an igniting bar, you have a resting bar, and then you have a trigger bar, another igniting bar. So that's what I'm looking at here on the AX. When it comes to the AXON, long over that bar's high, stop under it, and it's at all-time high, so no predetermined target. So I have the AXON, and then the IAG, also the same thing. This is gold, and gold has been on fire. This has a 1, 2, 3 as well, so over 550 by 533. But in the case of both AXON and IAG, I would give it a little more room. I'd give it a little more room. Actually, on the AXON is okay to use 375.50 as a stop. In the case of the AXON, I would give it to 17. That's 21. Sorry, that's 21. So over 550 by 521. The low here is 533. So I'd give it more room to make sure you don't get tagged in and then quickly stopped out. This is a different kind of play. On the hourly chart, it's trying to transition to break the downtrend. On the daily, it's a double bottom. So I like it higher to about here, to the declining 20, about $11 or so. Interesting. It should have already triggered on Friday, but if you weren't aware of it, which I wasn't, then the entry would be over Friday's high, stop under Friday's low. $10 by 970. MELI already in open position, took it as a breakout right here, stop right here. Can add to it as a 1, 2, 3 play, but I don't want to mess up a potential long-term play by getting cute with the MELI. So has a 1, 2, 3, but I'm not gonna add to it as a long-term play. If you are trading only on a swing basis for 2 to 3 days at a time, then one could look at adding to it over 21.44 with a stop under 21.17. Expensive stock. Matter is interesting. Check out what happened with the Matter here. Gapped up and then it's been basing bullishly. If you look at the monthly chart, I mean, this monthly chart looks unbelievable. I like it higher ultimately. Oh, that's 466. So over 460 I was going to say, but no, it's actually, you know, might as well hold until 466 gets taken out. Okay, it looks incredible. Over 466, stop under 390. So it's a big stop, but it looks nice. The MU, we've been talking about this in the room. Has it bottomed? Has it not? And I think it bottomed on Friday. Why? Because this is something that I use in my trading a lot, which is when a stock breaks under a well-defined support area and the breakdown bar's high gets taken out by the very next bar, then the entry is above that bar's high, stop below it. So again, when a stock breaks under support and that breakdown bar, the high of it gets negated by the very next bar, then that should be an entry over 88 but with a stop under 84. So it's a little bit late, and I don't like the daily the way it looks. You got the declining 20 above, you got resistance above. It's showing a lot of relative weakness compared to the other semiconductor stocks. So, I don't like it, but I thought I'd mention it because this is a hot stock that people have asked me about a lot, whether it's bottomed or not. It dropped from like 160, I think, 158 almost, to 80 something dollars to 84. So it's a big drop, but it might have bottomed. The NCMI is also really pretty on the weekly. I don't know if this is gonna go or not. Look at the monthly. I don't know if it's gonna like break out and follow through or not. It's been really quiet, but there is a nice base on the weekly and the monthly, over $7. I'd put it over 705 to make sure, again, you don't get tagged in by a penny or two, with a stop under 644.45. That should be 645. So it's about a it's about a 60 cent stop, 60 cent. Okay. ROKU, I missed out on the ROKU. I've been trying to figure out a way into the ROKU and I wasn't able to. And gapped up on Wednesday, didn't get it. Gapped up on Thursday again, didn't get it. Thursday was already too late, but now it has kind of a nice hourly breakout. The only issue is when I'm looking to play something long term, I want to use the strong support as my stop. I don't want to use a weak support. So that's the only issue, because even if it pops, who's to say that it won't come back in, stop you out, and eventually continue higher, but without you. So that's the issue, is when I take a long-term play, I want to use a strong support area like this one, but I didn't get it there. So it's a swing idea on the ROKU, looks lovely on the weekly, looks even better on the monthly. ROKU and ZM, Zoom video, both look similar. The ROKU actually looks a little bit better, to $100. So I like it a lot, but I don't like this entry as much. That's the only issue. A VNET, I thought the VNET, once it took out the weekly bars high, would follow through. It didn't, right? Now has a daily buy setup if one wants to try it, over 292. I would give it to 266. So it's a daily buy setup. Can use 275 as a stop, or this bar's high, this bar's low, 273, but I'd actually give it to 266. It looks good on the weekly, looks good on the monthly. The daily is a little bit extended. Just an idea. YUMC is picture perfect almost. Base breakout on the daily chart. It triggered already yesterday, but it's not too late. Over 35 with a stop. I would give it to 33.33. Can also give it to 32.85 if you want to hold it long term. It looks pretty good on the weekly, daily. Monthly, not as good. Probably doesn't have as much room to move up. So, but it looks really nice. And then the Zoom video, ZM, has a daily buy setup that triggered also on Friday, but again, not too late. So over 68, stop under 65, 65.80. Daily buy setup. This is a bit of a deep pullback. When a stock puts in an igniting move up, you shouldn't get a 50% pullback. We normally like a 50% pullback, but when it's a vertical move up, you should only get 1/3 retracement. So again, if it's just a gradual, if it's just a gradual move up, you know, nothing igniting about it, it didn't shoot up, then we normally like to get about a 50% retracement. But when it shoots up really hard, we only like to get 1/3 retracement, not 50%. So that's the only issue with the zoom. It's suspect in that sense. It might fail, but if it doesn't, it's got a really nice monthly chart. There's a lot of ideas in the, you know, I have a much longer list in the video description if you want to take a look at it. A lot of the real estate stocks are also triggering. Redfin's too late if you're not in it already. Zillow we got on Thursday, or not sure what day, but we got it on the buy side. So there's a lot of real estate stocks that are going at the moment. And there's also the mortgage REITs like ARR, CIM, MELI or NLY, AGNC. Those are all triggering also. They're very, very slow, but they look amazing on the larger time frames, the monthly, the weekly. So check them out. They're in the video description. In terms of the shorts, I have only 2 bearish watches. This would be the TCPC as a short under the base, stop above it. Okay, not horrible, but not amazing. And then the INMB gap down on Friday. It looks like it might have been a secondary because it didn't go anywhere. So short under 540 by 568. So this is just a kind of maybe a day trade more than a swing trade. So under the low, stop above. I'm not doing either of them, but those are the only 2 nice looking shorts that I found. These other 3 are going climactic. So the DNLI, the Summit, the TIL especially, but they're very, very, very volatile. Especially this one. I mean, these 2 probably are okay. They're not that volatile. In fact, it might have topped out on Friday already. But there's an entry under 3130. Yeah, 3139, stop over 3360. Might have already topped out. And in the TIL, I'd wait for the hourly bar to get taken out at least, and you know, the hourly bar is low. Crazy stuff. I don't normally recommend it. I recommend honestly doing things that are, it's what you do every day, not the, you know, I wouldn't go for the home run every time, because a lot of times, you know, you don't, those end up failing, and you end up, you know, going for the home run, you end up taking a lot of stops. So I prefer the singles more than the home runs, but some of these climactic plays, if they top out, you know, who knows how much they can drop. So they're always intriguing, but for the average trader, I recommend going with the simpler stuffs, simpler setups, base breakouts or pullbacks. You know, that's kind of what I recommend. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you did, be sure to hit the like button. Reach out if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I'm Sami with T3 Live. Good trading, everybody.